Imagine this, you're scrolling through Instagram one day when all of a sudden, bam, you get a DM from your favorite celebrity. You couldn't be happier. And of course you're gonna text them back. The person that you've looked up to for so long is finally recognizing you. You start developing a bond with this person. You even go so far as to send them money. Why do they need money when they're a famous celebrity? It doesn't matter because you're in love. And then all of a sudden one day you find out that that wasn't their real Instagram account. You, my friend, have just been catfished. Now obviously if that scenario was true, that would be pretty funny. Well, it's our lucky day because that did actually happen, and it's happened more than you might think. So I found this channel on YouTube called Catfished, which is run by socialcatfish.com, which is an organization that finds people that have been scammed by people that aren't exactly who they say they are. With videos like romance scam victim insists she is marrying Chris Brown, and woman insists Johnny Depp boyfriend is not a romance scammer. Now I do think it is important to note that this YouTube channel is not associated with the MTV show Catfish. As you can see in the name, this one's catfish, this one's catfished. Present tense, past tense. Yeah, I know grammar, okay? But what we're gonna be taking a look at today is this video titled Victim Divorces Husband for Stranger Things Romance Scammer. Because how? Why? I have so many questions. How does this happen? Like, this lady isn't old. She should know better. If you're over the age of 60 and you get scammed by someone online, okay, I can't really hold that against you. You don't really understand how the internet works. You might be a little bit naive when it comes to technology and stuff like that. But dude, you're young. How did this happen? So let's get right into it. So the video starts off with Michaela explaining to us that she is an artist. She does a lot of filming and editing, but her husband's never really been too supportive of her. He's a little toxic is how she puts it.
He was very toxic.
So the one day she ends up posting on an artist forum to connect with other artists out there, express her passion, and connect with people that are in the same vein of artistry. And that's where she meets Stranger Things star Dacre Montgomery.
This guy messaged me. He was under a different username. He tells me that he's Dacre Montgomery.
So they start chatting, and after a while, Dacre Montgomery asks her if she wants to be his girlfriend.
And he was just like, but you got to keep it quiet. He said, because, you know, I'm still with Liv. And he was like, but I'm not technically with her. He said they had broken up.
Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, why did she never ask to talk to him, like on the phone or something? And she did do that, but it turns out that Dacre was always around his very controlling girlfriend at the time, and he could never talk to her over the phone, so they would just text. Mind you, this was many, many months of only texting someone, never actually speaking to them over the internet from Reddit.
After we had been together for a little while, he gave me an ultimatum. He said, listen, he said, it's either your husband, he said, or it's me. And I said, look, there's no competition. I said, you treat me better.
You treat me better than your husband that you actually live with? This random person that you're talking to online treats you better than this person that you're living with. You are cheating on your husband with a scammer. What the f***? What goes through your mind when you're texting this person? I don't understand how you think that this is actually him. So I just straight up told the guy, if you want to get to the cheese, you gotta get through me. Really? Did you even hear what I said? Come on, bro, give it a rest. You've been on the phone all day. Who are you even texting? You have no friends. Dude, I'm texting my girlfriend, lay off. You have a girlfriend? Yeah, so what? Okay, who is she? Who is this girlfriend that's so much more important than my cheese story? It's Selena Gomez. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, dude. She just followed me on Instagram the other day. Have you not heard her new song? She's talking about being single, and then she followed me the day after. I'm single, she's single, 1 + 1 = 2. This is basic math. Bro, Selena Gomez is not texting you. You're jobless, and you live in Ohio. That was the worst bit I've ever made. I'm sorry you had to watch that. I completely understand if you want to unsubscribe. I would too.
We wanted to know what exactly was making her think that this whole thing was real.
When Stranger Things season 4 came out, the day before it came out, he texted me and he said, hey, you need to watch episode 4. When it came out the next day, and he showed up in that episode. And I was like, well, who else would know that?
Okay, I'll give her that one. That's a little bit convincing. But what my mind keeps going back to is, why do you think Dacre Montgomery is into you? And I'm not trying to be mean when I say that. I just mean, like, why is this famous celebrity going onto Reddit and talking to a random person all the time? You know, I don't think I would buy it. I think I might be like, hey, send me a pic so I know it's you. Call me, talk to me, something, you know?
Why does this famous guy need money from you, Michaela?
See, I wondered that too. And then he explained it. He said, well, he said, if I try to use my bank account, she's over it. He said, it's, joint. He said, so she keeps all the stuff. And I understood that point too, because my ex was very controlling over our money. When I tallied it all up, it was $10,000-ish.
What? $10,000 to a celebrity with a stupid bullshit excuse that he can't get into the account? I'm not gonna try to make any sense of this because it makes no fucking sense. Like, he's a celebrity. Like, he has money. He could probably get lawyers involved or anything else if he needed to. I don't think he would need a random person on the internet to supply him with gift cards. How the fuck do you think that this is normal?
That 1% is still that hopeless romantic that's just holding on to, maybe this is the gentle guy I've been looking for, and maybe he is real. Maybe he will, return and be like a knight in shining armor,
Yeah, you might want to like take that 1% and just bury it. You might just want to bury that deep down. $10,000. I just keep going back to that. $10,000. You're a single mom. You left your husband and you just gave this man $10,000 without ever even seeing him in person, without ever talking to him. I want to know exactly what the texts were. Because, dude, you gotta have some mad skills, bro. You gotta have some insane level riz to make someone with a family fall in love with you over the internet to the point that they'll send you $10,000. Like, dude, that man has got it figured out. He's got that romantic language down to a science.
Okay,
It's unique.
I mean, there's a lot of red flags here. It doesn't look the best. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, just a couple red flags, just a couple here and there, not too many, just like the entire thing. Oopsie, Michaela, you did a little poopsie. So then the video cuts to the people over at Social Catfish doing some digging into what Dacre was sending Michaela just to convince her that it was fake.
There's this one chat in particular where he was telling her about his day and that he made lasagna. Picture of the lasagna? It looks good, huh?
It does look pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
Martha Stewart lasagna.
That exact photo. Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart.
When I first saw this, I was under the impression that they were going to like try to find out who the scammer was. But no, the rest of this is just information to convince Michaela that she's not talking to the actual Stranger Things star, Dacre Montgomery, because she still has that sliver of hope.
So he makes around $150,000 per episode of Stranger Things. When you do the math on that, I mean, he's not hurting for money.
But what his excuse was, we have a joint account and every time I try to make a purchase, she tries to take it back, which I ran into that problem with my ex. So I kind of understood that. That's why I'm not going to immediately dismiss it. But at the same time, it was fishy.
Yeah, it was a little bit fishy there. Some might even say it's a little catfishy.
So that was the first red flag.
I just realized she's wearing a Billy shirt. This could not get any better. It's not even funny at this point. It's just sad. She is obsessed with this man, and she's equally obsessed with this fake man that she's been talking to. Why would you wear that on this show where they are telling you that who you're talking to isn't actually who he is? Poor Michaela, bro.
When these scammers create a fake check, they'll use this specific signature a lot.
Yeah, I figured that.
So why would he send you a fake check though with a fake signature?
I have no idea. That was one of the first things to throw up a red flag for me.
Yeah, one out of the 700.
That was one of the things that was a major red flag for me.
One of the main things that stood out to us from those chats is the picture of the lasagna he sent you. Michaela, he didn't make this lasagna.
They are so hung up on this lasagna. This was their Einstein moment. Michaela, this wasn't his lasagna. It was Martha Stewart. The Martha Stewart. Do you think Dacre can make a lasagna like that? Like the queen of food? Martha Stewart? No. Dacre's making some slop over there. This isn't Dacre's lasagna. This is Martha's.
We actually found it in Martha Stewart's cookbook.
So that's where it came from. I was like, that does not look like, it kind of looks like it, but at the same time, I'm like, fishy.
The fuck? No, you didn't. Okay, I'm a call bullshit right now. Okay, Michaela? No, you didn't. When you saw that lasagna, you were like, looks delicious. You never thought, that's a little strange. Are you telling me that you saw this picture of lasagna on the internet before and you just so happen to remember, oh, maybe that's a picture of lasagna? No, you didn't. You were just texting and you were like, oh, okay, lasagna. He made lasagna. You didn't think it was weird. You thought it was normal. Out of anything to think was weird, that's the most normal thing that he probably texted you. It's okay to say you were hung up on this guy. You were hung up on his cooking skills, his lasagna making skills. It's okay. When I look at Dacre Montgomery, I also see a man that can make a fucking killer lasagna. But sadly, that's probably not the case.
I knew that whoever it was, either they were pretty good at cooking or they got it from somewhere and I did nowhere. So I already kind of figured that one too.
No. No. It's not like that's a pristine image of a lasagna. The guy did his work to find a nice picture that looked like he just just snapped a photo. It's not like it's a professionally made picture. Michaela, I'm sorry right now. I don't believe you. Okay? I'm gonna just say it right now. I don't believe you. I think you might be the one catfishing us because you did not think that when he sent that picture. You believed him. Can't pull the wool over my eyes here, Michaela.
We come to the conclusion that you're speaking to what's called a romance scammer.
What the f was that? Just like 5 seconds of silence with her like half in front of a green screen and half not. What?
Honestly, I think you guys are great. You've been fantastic to talk to. It seems like you guys actually do your research, which is great because I sure couldn't do it. Like the lasagna photo, I could not have found that. I wouldn't have even thought to look in a Martha Stewart cookbook.
What the fuck is up with the lasagna photo? Why is everybody hung up on the lasagna photo? Give it a rest. It's a fucking lasagna photo. This show's like Mona Lisa. This is its piece de resistance, some might say. This is its magnum opus, is the picture of the lasagna. Fucking drop it with the lasagna. It's just a picture of a lasagna.
Love makes you do crazy, stupid, irrational things. I promise. And trauma does one heck of a thing to a person. Because if you're someone like me, you're afraid of abandonment. And you're a real big people pleaser. And you're very codependent. It's a dopamine fix every time you wake up, every time you go to bed, several hours a day. It's a fix. It's a hit.
When I say this, I'm not trying to make light of whatever experience she had with her husband. But saying that your husband's toxic while leaving him to be with a fake celebrity, that's a little bit hypocritical. Like she said, I'll never understand her mindset while she was going through this. Something traumatic might have happened in her past that propelled her into doing this or something. I'll never know, and I'm not gonna act like I do know. He might have been really, really bad. But I think you have to kind of admit that you were a little bit toxic too. If it gets to the point where you're sending $10,000 to a fake celebrity, I think you might be in need of a reality check. And I also understand that as we are progressing, loneliness is on a rise and it keeps rising to new heights. A lot of people are very lonely nowadays, but maybe be a little bit smarter. I don't think I'm being mean when I say that. I'm just saying, like, do your due diligence in finding out if these people are real or not. Maybe make a Tinder account or a Bumble account. Even sometimes scammers find their way onto sites like that. But if someone doesn't send you a picture of them or call you on the phone or anything to prove that they're actually real, I think that's kind of on you. Okay? I don't think that you can blame all of it on stuff that's happened in your past. Now, it'd be a little bit different if you were like maybe 70 or 80 years old or like 5 years old, but you're a grown adult, and I think that's a little bit weird. You have a family. Maybe pay attention to the people in the real world from now on. But that's my hot take on this matter.